to Broadhat channel. In this video, we are going to explore about the reviews on Singer XL400 sewing and embroidery machine. Singer has again proved to be the boon to not only the sewing world but also the embroidery world by launching the Singer XL400 sewing and embroidery machine. It is a perfect blend on creativity and speed. The machine consists of a wide variety of stitches for sewing and hoops, and pre-designed or customized patterns for embroidery make it versatile. The LED lights above the needle make it more relieving for your eyes while you work. All your sewing work can now be digitalized with Singer XL400 sewing and embroidery machine. As this is an automated machine, speed control adjustment to fulfill your requirement is given. It not only meets your basic needs but also helps you explore more and more in the creative sewing world. Now let's see about the features and the reviews, content or accessories. Along with the Singer XL400 sewing machine, there are a bunch of other accessories which are included with this combo. 6.75 into 4 endless embroidery hoops, 10 into 6 embroidery hoops, 4 into 4 embroidery hoops, knee lifter. To connect the computer or laptop to the machine, a USB cable is provided. Embroidery foot, all-purpose foot, zipper foot, buttonhole foot with underplate, blind hem foot, satin stitch foot, button sewing foot, thread spool, nets, scissors, pack of needles in case you need to change the needle, a pack of bobbins, screwdrivers to mantle and dismantle the parts whenever necessary, a spool pin for the spool of thread, spool felt and a spool cap, a lint brush to get rid of the lint on the fabric or cloth you are using or stitching. Also, a vinyl accessory bag to carry this all at once, and a user manual for your ease in understanding how to work with your ease and flexibility with Singer Futura XL400 portable sewing and embroidery design machine. Power control USB cable and hand wheel. To begin with, let's first know about the most crucial part of the machine, the power control. The Sewmaster needs the electric excitation to work. A power switch with a suitable cord is provided. Whenever you wish to switch on the machine, just attach the cord to the power supply and the other end of the cord to the machine port. Make sure that the switch is off while you are carrying out the activity. Turn on the power supply and the small power switch later. Also, this machine has a foot control socket. Following the same instruction as of the power control, inserts the cord and you are good to go. Above the power switch is the hand wheel. The hand wheel is used to raise or lower the take-up level or the needle while you sew for the thread adjustment. The foremost thing to note here is the hand wheel must always rotate towards you or in a counterclockwise direction. The activity of raising and lowering is done by rotating the wheel in the same direction. As the Singer XL400 sewing machine and embroidery machine have the special software for embroidery and design that allows you to create your embroidery design on the computer and get it sewed on the machine. For connecting machines to the computer, a USB cable is provided. Bobbin winning spindle, spool pins and tension disc. The spindle is the rod-shaped structure placed on the top of the machine. The bobbin spindle comes with a slight stopper mechanism. This is used to wrap the thread around the class 15 bobbin given to you along with the machine. Also, in case you need to buy some extra bobbins apart from the bobbin given with the combo, you must make sure that you purchase only the class 15 transparent bobbins. The procedure for wrapping the bobbin with thread is very simple once you are comfortable with the working mechanism of thread guides and tension control. As discussed in the earlier sessions, place the spool of thread you want to wind the bobbin for your project. Follow the direction and form a loop around the tension control by obeying the arrow mentioned on the machine. Once the thread is back from the tension control, hold the tip of the thread and put it in the hole on the class 15 bobbin. There are two holes on the top and bottom of the class 15 bobbin. You might put the thread in any of the provided holes. Properly hold the tip of the thread. Ensure that the bobbin is placed at the bottom of the spindle and slide the bobbin to the right. Now press the foot control and allow the thread to go around the bobbin in a few times. Once there is a considerable amount of thread on the bobbin, cut the tip of the thread passed through the hole which you were holding. Now, you may again place few more threads around the bobbin as per your need. That's it. Your bobbin is good to go. The machine gives you two spool pins, one for the outer thread requirement and one for wrapping the thread on the bobbins. This makes your work less frustrating as changing bobbins, threads and wrapping the bobbins with different threads may be disturbing during the embroidery. Control button. The machine has some basic control buttons to make it easier to use. The start or stop button is pressed either to start or stop the machine after you have switched on the main button before the power cord. It glows green when on and glows red when off. The reverse button to switch in the reverse direction. This is usually done to fasten the stitch on the start and end of the stitch of the cloth. The speed slider button, which helps you to adjust the speed whether slow or fast. The thread cutter, which cuts the thread automatically after you are done stitching. And the needle up or down button to adjust your needle. After this, basic control buttons are the stitch selection and the stitch length adjustment button. The machine has 30 popular built-in sewing stitches with two fully automated one-step button holes for selecting the required stitch. There are arrow buttons provided so that you can then select the stitch you need according to the blinking light below the stitch. Below are the stitch length button to increase or decrease the length. Moreover, the width adjustment button to increase and decrease it. Needle and bobbin. The needle is placed right on the edge of the arm of our single XL400 sieve and embroidery machine. Like all the traditional heavy sewing machine, the needle can be replaced if required. Below the needle, it has all-purpose presser foot, which you may use the majority of the time. Another important feature is the built-in needle threader. Besides all of the above is the buttonhole lever. Below the needle is a transparent plate where you can see the bobbins. Its transparency makes it easy for you to know the thread available on the bobbin. As mentioned below about the accessory tray. When you take the accessory tray out, there is a lever with some marking about it. This lever is used to raise or lower the feed teeth. This is mostly used when you have to stitch buttons and similar elevated stuff. All the above instructions and guidelines are useful when you are using this machine for stitching purposes, because the presser foot has to be replaced and the free arm below the machine is also different when you use it for embroidery purposes. Accessory tray. On the lower horizontal section of Singer XL400 sewing machine and embroidery machine is a removable storage compartment, the accessory tray. Once you remove the lower arm of the machine, which is the base for stitching, you can replace it by the embroidery base. Your machine is good to go for the embroidery activities. This accessory tray makes it super simple for you to store all the primary things required for your stitching journey. Just be careful when you remove the removable storage compartments, as there is the needle which may carry a mishap. The compartment is appropriate for storing things like needles, threads, all the presser feet, lint remover, and the seam ripper. Threading the machine. Once you are done with the bobbin threading, now it's time for the outer threading. Before this activity, we need to ensure two things. One is to take up lever must be at its highest position. Also, the presser foot must be to its higher position. As we know, to raise the take up lever, we need to rotate the wheel towards ourselves to lift the presser foot. Raise the pressure foot lifter. Always remember to place the spool pin felt before you place the spool of thread on the spool pin. Place the thread on the spool pin you want to do your project with. Take hold of the tip of the thread and guide it through the thread guide parallel to the upper horizontal surface of the machine. Now direct the thread through another thread guide, that is the hook besides the tension control. Let the thread pass through the gap according to the arrows. Once it reaches down to the needle, pass it through the hook and then put it in the needle's eye. Finally, lower the presser feet so that you start your stitching project. Take the thread out from the transparent case above the base to the corner cut on the metal plate. Stitching and embroidery. As of now, you will be very well known for the parts, components, and their working. Now, it is time to learn the real game. The Singer XL400 sewing and embroidery machine has 30 different stitches for your infinite different projects and unique creative masterpieces. The machine also provides you with the adjustment of increasing and decreasing the stitch length. Once you have threaded the machine, you are ready for stitching anything and anywhere. Also, the adjustment mentioned above will enhance your stitching journey. Plug in the wire and stitch it on and start stitching with your favorite color of thread and fabric. Stitch curtains, tablecloths, frocks, kurtis, dupattas, and many more things for your home decors. As the name, the Singer XL400 sewing and embroidery machine indicates, the embroidery features adds a feather in the hat by adding more intricate detailing and design to your fabric. The machine has an inbuilt software which has many designs, patterns, and letters for you to do embroidery on your fabric. To begin with your embroidery journey, remove the lower arm, the accessory tray section. Attach the embroidery arm on the lower surface and fix it. Put the USB cable and attach its another end to the computer or your laptop. Initially, you need to install the software on your computer that has special how to use modules for your ease in your work you do. This software makes you design various patterns and lettering for your fabric and sends it directly to the machine and puts the pattern on fabric without any extra effort or even moving the fabric once placed. Also, you need to remove the needle and the presser footer attachment for embroidery. Do this activity with the help of the screwdriver provided. Put on the attachment for embroidery in the needle slot. Follow the instructions in the manual or the arrows if and when required. Take any of 3 hoops provided to your fabric in. If your fabric is small like a handkerchief, you may use the small size hoops. If the area you are stitching is big like a bed sheet, you may use the big size loop. And if the design is to be done on particular distance and the fabric or cloth needs to be moved using the free hoop, Fix the cloth between the frames of the hook and place this arrangement below the vertical arm. Once your computer is connected to the machine, you may see now the already given lettering patterns and the design patterns. Also, you can locate the place where you want the embroidery. But you must ensure that you can change the thread according to the color needed from the part in your design to get the desired outcome. Changing the needle. If in case there is an issue with the needle, you may change the needle very easily without creating any issue to the new needle, as the old needle may break or may come blunt, which may reduce the efficiency and accuracy of the work. For this use, the screwdriver provided with the accessories. Above, the needle is the needle clamp screw. Now, loosen the screw with the help of the screwdriver and remove the old needle. Now, place the new one and tighten the screw. But while replacing the new needle with the old one, remember that the flat side is facing the back of your machine. Latest price of this product. Check out the latest prices of this machine and gift yourself the Singer XL400 sewing and embroidery machine at best deals. Thank you for watching this video. Check the video description box for the product links. Subscribe to our channel for more videos.